them are more than pals.
Our show can be a little gay,
But if you're not,
that's okay.
you can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Wynonna too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy.
And I'm 40.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. This is Tara. Almost.
On today's episode, we have a mail sack. We got some nerd news with Lucy Lawless and Renee O'Connor from Xena Warrior Princess. And we also have some Oscar highlights, along with some Purgatory news. We're going back to Purgatory for maybe the last time for a while.
Oh.
When he's gonna kill that dog.
When he had the
Can you hear
visitor.
it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
of all
Lucy.
the loud clapping we've done
I
trying to
know.
get the mic to pick up our claps, yet
the
it
hell?
picks up Lucy.
Well, Lucy heard her name.
She's barking at nothing. I think she's barking at Gidget. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Her mom's at the gym because her mom's a healthy.
Oh, good for her mom.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
But first, before we get to all that, Wendy, you want to do some birthdays?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. For my first birthday, I have someone that means a little something to us, Kat, because she was a late addition to the X-Files.
Oh.
On March
Oh.
What?
Go
Tease.
I'm
ahead.
getting to you.
Oh, it
I'm
wasn't
into
me.
you.
That meant something to Okay,
Not
go
yet.
ahead.
Hold on,
Not yet.
Tara.
March
Wait your
13th.
turn.
Annabeth Gish.
Yes.
A fine
Yes.
addition to the X-Files.
I thought so too. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going 55.
I'm gonna go 52 because I don't know. Can't picture her in my head.
When you in?
53.
Okay. Oh my God.
Born
You still
1971.
still got closer.
I'm using IMDb instead of that stupid website. I got incredibly tired of seeing all the just nothing but YouTube and TikTok stars listed, so I have to use my brain a little bit. Next one you might remember from a little show we all watched on March 14th, Megan Follows.
Oh. Anna
Mama
Green Gables.
Mama Earp, yeah.
And Anna
Anna
Green
Green-
Gables.
Of course.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
56. Turning 56.
I'm going 68.
Well, she was born in 68.
Damn it.
So she is turning 56.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding
Yeah.
me?
No.
You're joking.
No.
God,
No
okay,
way. I watched Anne of Green Gables
you're
growing up.
You're both cheating.
She
This
was
is not
just
possible.
a little
How
older
am I
than me,
cheating?
But you're
it
giving
was-
her the answer.
How did
Are
I
you
give her the
accusing
answer?
us of the? Wow.
Okay, look, here's what's funny though.
How
I
are
remember
you?
Jealousy
I saw her at
doesn't
a
look good on you. Yeah.
I saw Megan Follows that she had attended a convention and she was in like in a parade that they had. I forget which convention it was. And I remember thinking, that's cool. That older lady actress is participating in the convention events. And then I realized she's my age. And
Sorry.
I thought she was, well, apparently you thought she was an older lady too.
I did. Sorry, tell me how old she is in.
She'll be 56.
She's younger than my sister. That's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. I
No, it
watched
doesn't.
the show growing up, and it was an older show, but it wasn't that old. So knowing she wasn't that much, I mean,
Okay.
reasonably, you know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to jump ahead to the 16th. We'll circle back to the 15th.
Okay.
Tara, I'm going to let you pick which one you want to guess. I'm deferring to you because there's two good ones. There are actually three. But Alan Tudyk or Lauren Graham.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Victor Garber's born that day too.
Oh, that's
I
some
know.
good ones. Okay, Lauren
I
Graham.
know you like Alan and Lauren.
I'm going to say Lauren is turning
Oh,
54.
I don't know.
come on, Kat.
I don't know.
You can do
I
it.
probably would also guess that Alan maybe turned 52. But that's guessing both. But
I'm going to say Lauren is turning 56. And are we doing Alan?
Sure.
We're just going to do it.
Let's do everybody.
49.
Okay, Alan is turning also 53.
Fuck me.
From Plano. Right up in Plano where my house is.
Texas.
Lauren is turning 57.
Damn, she looks good.
Yeah.
Love her.
What did I guess? 56?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yes, I win. I got that one.
You're close. You're close.
Thank you.
March 15th, we have a birthday. Kat, you and I can guess this one.
Yeah.
It's Tara Chadwick.
Oh. The
Who's
Sarah
that?
Chadwick?
She's on a podcast.
And she works in the hospital.
Yeah,
It's probably where you know me from, the hospital.
probably.
Do you want to guess? Wendy?
32.
Oh, wow. Good one,
I was
Wendy.
going to say 21.
Oh, wow. Oh. Well, Kat, you're right. I can drink now.
Yes, finally.
That's why I'm having this beer today.
Congratulations.
Finally
Happy
legal.
birthday.
Happy
legal
birthday,
birthday.
Tara.
Thank
She's
you.
going to be 40 as she previously announced. On the
Oh,
15th. Little Tara, 40
big
years old.
You're all grown up.
it's
It's
okay.
fun.
Is
Of course
it
it's
fun?
okay.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah. I'm fine with it. I have no strong feelings, no ill will.
Okay.
But let it be known it won't be happening until Friday. So
Okay.
right
Enjoy
now
the
I might
last few
change
days.
I might change my mind by then. But
Well-
I don't think so.
What are the
You know
options?
I'm not turning 40.
Yeah. I went on a fun birthday trip this last weekend to Ojai,
Ooh,
in
fancy.
Ventura County. It was very fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it was fun. It was sort of I asked for no over the hill jokes or such things because, age is what you make it.
That's what
There
they
are
say.
lots of things, lots of people who can run a lot farther, a lot healthier, that are older than me, and the opposite that are younger than me. So it doesn't matter. But I'm going to make the most of it. So
How old do you feel?
I feel 35, and I blame COVID for being in a stasis for 2 to 3 years, especially working in healthcare.
Yeah.
So I feel 35, 36. Still kind of in that range.
I gotcha.
But yeah, and that is where I shall stay.
Good for you. Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank
40's
you for
great.
the
40's
birthday
good.
wishes. Glad
Yeah.
to be here. Still around. So.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
You know who isn't still around?
On that note, Wendy has left the chat.
Yeah, and she
I
made
thought
me
she
the
was
host.
I thought she was
on
being a
her
little
way
quiet.
What do you think's going on there?
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't like my birthday. That's what I'm going to
I
say.
can't imagine that's
I'm
what it
going
is.
to take this very personally.
Well,
Well, let's give her a little texty text.
I'm gonna text. Hi.
Oh no!
What? She
She
texted you?
texted and said,
Oh,
"Power just went
shit.
out."
No way.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We are cursed. Also,
Oh,
it says
no.
that.
We are cursed.
Look, Lucy knew something. Lucy was barking. She's like, because she could feel it, she could sense it.
Yeah.
Like, she's saying, "Don't start your podcast right now. The power's about to go out, dummies. Don't start right now.
Don't do it.
I'm telling you. Why can't you understand me?"
Okay. Well, I think maybe should we just start reading some mail and see
Sure.
if she jumps back in?
See what happens.
Before we do
Okay.
that, before we go to the mail sack, hey guys, Snopcord, the Snop Discord server. I don't know. It's live. It's happening. There's people on it. They're discussing things.
People are on it discussing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
Okay. That sounds important.
It's
You
very
better
important.
get
I've actually been on. I did a little tooling. I did a little, tinkering. You know, if
Wow.
I can do it, anyone can do it. So, Mish and Cynthia are our admins in the Snap Cord. So, thank you to the both of them. You guys are rock stars. Thank you for doing this. And they are ready to go public. We're going big. So we will I think we should maybe tweet out. Maybe this week we'll tweet out the link. You need to be invited to the Discord.
Okay, so you don't want to read out this link here?
I don't. I mean, we could, I guess. Do you want to give it a shot?
Sure. Okay. Snap Cord.
It's good. It'll
Go to
waste some time to get Wendy back on.
https:// discord.com/invite/ I don't know if this is case sensitive. Now, this is not part of what I'm saying. It's not part.
I would think it is case sensitive.
I'm going to read it case sensitive.
You should.
Okay. Discord.com/invite/ capital E, capital X, capital S, lowercase w, lowercase e, capital A, capital W, lowercase c, 8, capital D. End of transmission. So.
Very good. And if you missed it, you just rewind, go back 15 seconds.
I'm not going to read it again. Just go back now.
Yeah. But we're also, I think we should, we'll post it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing. So there you go. So thank you again, Cynthia and Mish. You guys are awesome. So yeah, we can go and, talk to people and see what's up. And hopefully they say nice things about us.
Oh, God.
I know.
Oh, no.
I know. It's a little scary. But I'm sure it's going to be totally chill because our listeners are pretty chill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're awesome.
Except if you're
Speaking of listeners.
Gentleman Jack. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I got one from Stacy.
Great.
Stacy says 5 months till ... Okay, you crazy women. I am 5 months away from my 60th birthday. Are you three sitting down? I just watched Xena for the first time this January. My sister and I are both lesbian, Lost Girl fans, and she has been shoving Xena down my throat for years. She is 9 years my junior, and when Xena came out, she was in the military and searching for something to relate to, and I was teaching and way too involved with a new relationship to worry about anything on TV. But my New Year's resolution this year was to watch Xena so she'd shut the fuck up. STFU, actually. I just went ahead and said it all. Well, it's the beginning of March. I'm retired and I've watched Xena from start to finish 7 times.
Whoa. Oh my God, that's a lot. That's so many episodes.
As a parenthesis, shut up, you three. It isn't that funny. I'm impressed.
That's
what
commitment.
Anyway, needless to say, I can't find enough Xena stuff to fill my dreams with. So today I happened upon your long-running podcast. As I sit here at a junior college waiting on a neighbor child to get out of class, I tuned in to She Nerds Out. Nice. I am in love.
Oh.
I will have a podcast marathon and keep you informed on my journey. Yes. My Instagram name is, I don't know if we want to read that out loud, but look me up. I'll be writing again soon. I'd say to keep up the good work, but I think that would be redundant. Love from the retirees, Stacy. So Stacy, yeah, hopefully, I'm not sure where you are in the order, but eventually we get to Renee on the show and Lucy on the show, and
Adrian Wilkinson.
We have some Adrian Wilkinson. We have
Steve Sear.
Lots of Xena folks, and then some live broadcasts from conventions, and
we do some deep dives, some episode deep dives.
Yeah, and Anne watches Xena for the first time as well. No, she has some interesting takes on it.
Yeah,
but it's a lot of fun, and. So here and there, we would definitely keep Xena alive and well on this show.
Yeah, it's a recurring theme. And Stacy, welcome. And it's so good to have you. And yeah, we love retirees. I'm a big fan. And,
jealous.
Totally. Welcome to the pod.
All right. It's me again, or we want to switch off? Since Wendy's... no longer with us. Just
well, she's not dead, Tara.
When power went out, yeah.
Don't put it like that.
Okay.
Well, let's see.
All right.
I guess Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go for it. Carrie.
Okay.
Carrie has written us and says, "Purgatory," or is it She Nerds Out?
No, it's
No.
shirt. She said
Sure,
shirt.
sure.
Nerds.
Oh, did she, Kat? Oh,
She
thanks for correcting
did.
me.
You're welcome.
Sure, Nerds Out. Yes, more Wynonna Earp. Hey, Earper nerds, more Wynonna Earp. I would never have thought we would actually get the chance to see more Wynonna. I was out to lunch with my dad for the day of the announcement, and I just knew we weren't going to have cell service during that announcement. Hashtag I live in the boonies. I told him we were going to have to find something to do for a little bit so I could see what the Wynonna announcement was going to be. Checking all socials is now part of my nightly routine again, and I can't be more excited about it. I have restarted the series this week, and it is such a treat to watch the show again, knowing we have more content coming. Also, my girl Caitlin Clark for Iowa is now the all-time leading scorer of men's or women's basketball. She and her team is doing what she and her team is doing for women's sports is unmatched. The Iowa women's basketball team have sold out games for every home game and away game this season, and their televised games have been some of the most watched basketball games on TV, men or women's, and the highest women's basketball game ticket, college or pro, was the last home game for Iowa. Iowa has been, this is a good sports segment here. Thank you, Carrie. Okay. Iowa has been the highest scoring team for 2 years in a row at 90 plus. Clark is a beast and is changing women's sports for the better. The Iowa women's team is based on a run and gun style from Coach was it Bluter? I don't know. I should know. Bluter.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know.
Coach Bluter. And that team absolutely runs their asses off the entire game without complete exhaustion. Also, it used to be the opposite a decade ago. The women played 2 halves and the men played 4 quarters. Now it's reversed. My lock screen on my phone is the shot Clark hit at the buzzer against Michigan State earlier this season because I knew all the dudes at work were going to say some shit and not even watch the game and be like, it was after the buzzer. I really must hush now because I think I could talk women's basketball for an eternity.
Amazing.
Anyway, enough of my rambling on basketball. You guys were talking about Borderlands, a video game, being made into a movie the other day. My favorite video game, Fallout, is also being made into a TV show. It is going to be on Amazon, and I think it comes out mid-April. I can't wait for that. Sorry for the rambling. I've just been on a high since the announcement of more Wynonna. Oh, and also, sending my love to Tubi. Also, Tubi, maybe you could pick up Motherland Fort Salem. P.S. I have not finished all of the Marvel movies yet, but I am working on it. Dad, burn it.
Dad, burn it.
P.S. I'll have to send you a pic of the awesome Caitlin Clark stuff I've acquired in my next email.
Ooh.
P.P.P.S. Oh, message board alert. A.K. I fix broken bones for a living, so if you need some help on that finger, you can always ask.
Oh.
Wow. Always, from Carrie, your personal, what feels like singular Appalachian lesbian, women's basketball enthusiast, fixer of bones and tendons, and lover of all nerdy lesbian things.
Awesome.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie, for that sports segment.
Yeah, and let's give it up to Tubi.
We haven't mentioned Tubi yet this
Yeah.
episode.
No, that is a huge faux pas on our part. I think
Huge.
we're just distracted with all the goings-ons, and
Yeah.
it will never happen again.
It will never happen again.
This episode is not brought to you by Tubi because they don't sponsor us, but it's brought to you for Tubi and
For
all of
Tubi.
our lovely fans who I'm sure also love Tubi for what they have done.
By
Yeah,
the love
listeners.
of Tubi.
Yeah, for the love of Tubi, it is exuding from us.
Wendy, welcome back.
Thank you.
Wendy,
Thank you. Don't know what happened.
We are cursed. It's one of those days,
I was just minding my own business. Nothing was happening, and everything just shut down. And my surge protector that the computer's plugged in was beep, making a loud beep. Like,
Yeah.
I have no power coming to me. And I was like, crap, we just lost power. And I got up to go, I don't know, do whatever. And I realized, wait, a night light's on. And then I tried some lights, and those worked. And I
Oh.
came back and turned the surge protector back on. It was fine. So I don't know.
a little blip there.
I had a little blip earlier. Same thing happened earlier, but
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I just watched a great Voyeur episode where they essentially had almost a little blip and they're diverged into 2 Voyagers. It's one of the best episodes. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Got it.
Some Janeway.
If you see
Sure.
another bee
Trivia.
running around, we'll
I
know.
will. I'm looking for her behind you, a little ghosty version.
Oh boy.
But
Ugh.
we'll see.
But yeah, you're just in time to read an email from AK.
Okay. Well, let me get my bearings here, and
Sure,
I'll
take it.
start off strong with an AK email.
Yeah.
Okay. So AK entitles this email That's right?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, hey guys. I'm so excited to hear a new theme tune for the mail sack, especially based on a remix of that classic Earworm. I listened to that for the first time earlier today.
It's
It
cute,
is
right?
catchy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's sports ball season for me, the Six Nations rugby. Yesterday saw two giant underdogs take home wildly unlikely wins. Hurrah! Italy got their first home win in 11 years. It was a wonderful match to watch. Then England beat Ireland, which was an even more unlikely success and very satisfying. I just watched Devs, not Debs. Devs, Devs. Did any of you catch that? Yes, I did, AK. A single season 8-ep thing from a few years ago. Seems like something Wendy might enjoy, I reckon. You're right, AK. I did enjoy it. I did really like Devs. In the absence of much brand new content, seeking out the back catalog allows for catching stuff missed at the time. Upside to everything, I guess. Thanks for the recommendation. I time traveled and took the recommendation and went back in time and watched Devs.
Wow.
And I liked it.
Commitment.
Yeah. I was thinking, what the TV world really super needs right now is a new crossover, and I have just the thing. I'm trying to work out exactly how it would play out because I'm not super familiar with either show, and I'm not sure about the current characters. But I'm thinking there's a definite need for Grey's Anatomy to cross over with Oak Island. I mean, surely there's a constant risk of injury and medical peril with the Oak lads. But what I don't quite have a handle on yet is why they might end up in Seattle, which I gather is on the opposite side of the American continent. Oh, I have it. A plane full of medics returning from a conference in Europe could crash on Oak Island, and someone significant would fall out of the wreckage and into the money pit.
Amazing.
Or the excavation to rescue them would reveal that the Oak Island boys' wood is actually the crate that the Ark was hidden in back in Indiana Jones's day. Because there's always truth in all the stories, right? I imagine we could have the plants also be carrying a big silverback gorilla who gets loose in our crash and starts terrorizing the survivors till one of the Oak Island guys has some sort of showdown with it and manages to get it back on a cage or stuck in a different pit or something. Medical red shirts may die, but the gorilla will be okay. What do you reckon? It's got legs, right?
I mean, it probably would be the craziest thing that's happened on Grey's Anatomy. And probably would be the most exciting thing to ever happen on Oak Island.
No.
So,
In every intro, they mention that 6 people have died in search of the treasure, but the curse says there's going to be a 7th before they find it.
And that's the whole, and that is something they don't really talk about anymore. It's part of like the intro main title, but it is called The Curse of Oak Island because it takes people's lives. Like it's something they don't really focus on during the actual show.
Nor should they.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
He says, okay, Wales play France this afternoon. I got to go get some real life stuff done first. If it weren't pissing down, I might go for a walk. See the lambs who are huddled in the fields wondering what the hell this cold, wet stuff is about. But it's not all spring-like, so it's chores for me. Ah, well. Thanks for the podcasts, guys. We love it, AK.
Oh, we love you, AK. Thanks, AK. And that's a good pitch, you know.
I like it.
Yeah, maybe.
I like it. That could get me to watch Curse of Oak Island.
Could it? And that could get me to watch Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Yeah.
When was the last time you watched Oak Island?
Oh man, it's been a minute, Wendy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Why did they find the Holy Grail?
Not yet. They found
but they're probably close.
They found the tunnel.
This last episode they did?
Yeah, they're like standing on the tunnel. They got
Whoa. They're down there?
They're down there. They're all the way at the bottom of the shaft, and they found the planks of the tunnel.
Oh.
So
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, things are heating up on the island.
Yeah. Yeah. So any day now.
Okay. It's going to be huge news, Tara, and you're going to be really sorry.
I can't wait.
Really sorry.
I can't wait.
I have an email from Master Chief Jens. Master Chief! She says, hey there, Snoplings. This is an open invitation from the How Many Light Bulbs Does It Take podcast for you all to be guests on our pod. Wendy and Tara, as always, Anne, we'd love to have you on anytime, and Kat, you're welcome back anytime. Fair warning, we never stay on whatever planned topic for very long, and you will be treated to a close-up of at least one of my cat's butts on your Zoom.
That's in my contract that I must experience that. So.
Petrie, in particular, is very proud of his fuzzy little rear end and shows it to my fellow podcasters on a regular basis. So if that sounds like fun times, as it very well should be, hit me up and we'll get you on. See, guys, you're welcome anytime.
I love the name Petrie, first of all.
That's good. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Also, the not law offices of Master Chief Jen and Jen the Master Chief are all standing by to stand by for any potentially pending pod courts. Wow.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those in a while.
Just trying to stir up some shit. Everyone take care. Master Chief Jen, Kat, please feel free to share my phone. Oh, never mind. Got that out. Thank you, Master Chief. And yeah, I think Wendy and Tara would be great guests on your pod. So there you go, guys. Make it happen. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. Work on it.
All right. Well, I have an email from Beck. No subject. It's mystery.
Oh.
But it starts out by saying, hey, Sherd Nerds.
Hey, Beck.
Hey, Beck.
Oh, I love it. Sherd Nerd. Just a quick drive-by this week. How sustainable is this to-be-related episode title thing? How long do you think you can go and have the title still make sense? It's giving me MFM vibes of when they used to do puns on the episode number and gave up after like 8.
It's my favorite murder.
Oh. Oh, no. I also watched Wicked, a Xena musical, thanks to the link that was posted in the Discord group.
In the Discord group.
Things are happening.
Okay.
Things are happening in the Discord
gosh.
group.
I have questions. Well, mainly one question. What does the M stand for in Tara M. Chadwick? Adding the middle initial. Very fancy. Love you guys. B-Rex XX. That's your one question about that thing? I would have so many.
Stands for Mariah.
Ah,
This is my middle name.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It's a beautiful name.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
I forgot we put M on your
Yeah.
credit.
Is that your
I think
stage?
because there's
Like
another
your
Tara.
stage?
That's my stage. I think there's another actor, Tara Chadwick, out there. I think
You didn't want
that
them
was
to
part
be
of it.
confused for
Got
Yeah, I
you.
didn't want to be confused. I don't want my stardom. I don't want her leeching off me. So
Well, it's like Emma Stone. Her real name is Emily,
Oh.
but she had to change it because there was already an Emma Stone actress.
I'm thinking you mean another Emily Stone? I'm thinking she's
exactly.
Okay, there are several Tara Chadwicks, by the way. One was an actress in *Malignant Malice*.
not me.
It's a mouthful.
One's a writer, and one was an actress in *The Minutes of Anna Beg*.
Not me. There's also a Tara Chadwick that works at a hospital. I think there's like 2
No.
Dr. Tara Chadwicks. Yeah.
Dr.
So that's
Chadwick.
also very confusing.
Indeed. At your
Those are
hospital?
not me. No. Now
That
that would be a coincidence.
Very confusing.
No. Like on LinkedIn stuff.
I see.
There is no other Wendy Woody, so I'm safe.
That's pretty awesome.
You're an original.
And is there another Kat Crimmins? No, there's
another,
not.
There's another Catherine Crimmins.
Oh wait, is there a
married-
cat? Are you in the
she's
art
married-
department of Sky
married.
Captain and World of Tomorrow?
I sure
Is that you?
was.
That is you.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, my sister-in-law is married to my brother. Her name's Catherine, and she also worked in the business. She was in the costume department. But but I was Kat way before she came along.
So you got it first.
Yep,
Nice.
I didn't know you worked on Sky Captain and World of
I
Tomorrow.
did. I was a props assistant.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Ooh. It's my first credit. My first big. It's on the big screen, guys. My name was up there.
Whoa.
Pretty cool.
But that was
Awesome.
exciting.
It was really cool. It was pretty
Of
exciting.
course it was. It's a credit.
I know. It's like legit. Beck makes these are good questions, especially about Tara's middle name, but also how sustainable is this episode title thing? I think Beck is calling us out and daring us,
Well,
I think it's a dare.
and I think it will become very tough.
Was Purgatubi not enough for you, Beck?
I mean, I thought it was great.
One more. Come on.
I think we nailed it that time.
Yeah.
yeah, we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
We do.
There's only like 40 weeks left in the year. It's
can do
fine.
It's fine. We're committed to it. We're doing it.
Yep.
So whether or not it's going to be good doesn't matter. We're just going to do it.
Yeah.
I have an email. It was actually a text message, but I'm pretending it's an email. From Heidi. Heidi, who has been on our podcast. She's the log roller.
Oh,
Heidi.
yes.
She also
Yes.
has excellent shirts. She has some of my favorite Earp shirts Heidi has designed. She designed the Anne shirt inspired by Wendy's Photoshop. She did the-
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Heidi says, "Hey, she nerds out. I recently updated my iPhone's podcast app, and for better or for worse, podcast episodes now include transcripts. They aren't ... perfect as they are auto-generated run-on sentences along with many typos or misunderstandings in nouns. Haha, but it's a great start. Please see attached video snippet of your recent episode. Cheers, Heidi, aka Not With Gnomes." And so yeah, I guess now with iPhone, the Apple Podcast app, if you need to read the transcript while you're listening, or if you can't actually listen to the podcast but you can read it, there's an option to do that. And yeah, these sentences are pretty long and run on, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It is cool. I mean, I see how it could get a little confusing because it doesn't differentiate who is speaking. So it's all
A lot
one.
of words.
Yeah. Yeah. So like what we just did there, that's probably going to be just one big long sentence, even though it was me and Wendy.
Oh, okay, let's fuck with it. Let's do a thing.
Oh.
How do we
Okay.
do this?
Okay. First of all, chatbot, can you hear me?
Chatbot, can you see me?
Chatbot, can you find me in the night?
Chatbot. How would you rate this podcast 1 to 10?
And if you did give us a review, what would you say?
We're waiting, chatbot.
All right, I guess we'll see how that goes next week.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if we fooled it, or maybe it'll like be just essentially explode because then it's like, who's talking to me? It will
Yeah.
ruin the program. I think we just killed chatbot.
Cool. I
Pretty
mean,
sure.
it might not be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heidi. And yes, hey, we have an email. Last week, I think it was last week, that Daniel, aka Bubble, formerly the kid formerly known as Bubbles, was in our birthday. Was it last week or the week before? It doesn't
Maybe
matter.
the week before. Yeah. Chatbot can tell you.
Yeah, chatbot fill in the blank here. And Daniel's mom, Jennifer, she sent along some very cute photos of Daniel and a video. Apparently, as the video shows, Jennifer says every day since his birthday, he asks if it's his birthday. He wants every day to be his birthday. Totally understandable. Also, he's had a weird request ever since then. He wants us to put him in the trash so he can pretend to be trash and we can throw him away.
Wow.
He said, "Can you throw Daniel away like trash?" So we tie him up in the trash bag and throw him into the big trash. Oh my God. Close the lid and leave. Just kidding. We don't do that. Please don't call CPS on us. But it's very funny. There's a picture of him, but there's also a video of them putting him in the trash. It's a clean trash bag. It's not anything. Please, no one be concerned for Daniel's safety. And guys, Jennifer has a question. She says, "So another thought I had while trying to sleep, what my Spice Girl name would be if I was part of that group. I'd be called Asian Spice. I'm mysterious. I'm exotic. I'm making you question whether or not you're being racist by calling me Asian Spice." And then she finishes with, what would your Spice Girls name be?
Ooh.
Love you guys, Jennifer. So yeah, this is a good question. What do you guys think?
Ooh, Sporty Spice is already taken.
It is.
Pretty well known one.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's off the table.
Lesbian Spice? Or
How about like
Almost the same thing.
yeah.
That's basically what it was, right? Lesbo Spice, Queer Spice,
Queer Spice. That's fun.
Gay Spice.
Old
I'm going to
Spice.
take a BuzzFeed.
Old Spice.
Old. Yeah, almost. Almost.
I mean, Nerdy Spice.
Okay.
Oh.
That's kind
Nerdy. That would be a good one. That's kind of a different one than the others, right?
Yeah, that'd be kind
Like-
of cute.
Or like Shy Spice. Shy
Yeah.
Spice.
Shy Spice.
Nerd
Timid
Spice.
Spice.
Shy Spice.
Geeky Spice.
Geeky
Yeah.
Spice.
Nerd Spice is good. I like that.
Apparently, according to BuzzFeed and this old quiz, my name would be Frizzy Spice. Pretty sure I just traded that name for BuzzFeed stealing my information. But
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
worth it.
So we got Gay Spice, we got Frizzy Spice, and we got Nerdy Spice. Great. That's good. I mean,
Pretty good.
that sounds like a super group to me. Okay. Let's move on to some nerd news.
Nerd news, nerd news. I repeat, we have breaking nerd news.
Well, over the weekend, we saw some photos
Yeah.
of our favorites, Lucy and Renee.
Speaking of Xena,
Speaking
Warrior
of Xena.
Princess.
Yeah. And they are very cute photos of Lucy and Renee on one of those like step and repeats, like the walking down the red carpet kind of thing behind them with the South by Southwest logos. And they're just hamming it up, having a good time, like two friends do.
They're cute. They look good in those Yeti shirts too.
They do.
What are the numbers on the back? I was trying to figure out.
Oh, look at their numbers.
Googled,
That's so cool.
but I don't know if they mean anything. Lucy was wearing an 8, I think, and Renee was it 717?
Yeah, something like that.
It is interesting.
I mean, Lucy was born in 68, Renee 71, but I don't know if that means, I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. But I like that it's got their names on the back.
Yeah, that's really cool. Wonder where they got those. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
assume
know.
from maybe Yeti, but like why? And are they just there? Yeah, they're on the red carpet for Lucy's documentary, I assume.
Yeah, indeed.
And it looks like Lucy sold her documentary.
Yeah, it's got
So-
a North American distributor.
Yeah, that's great. So hopefully, eventually, everyone will be able to see it.
Yeah, so
I guess
think
that means goes to theaters. Is that
it's
what that
going to
means?
go to theaters and then eventually, hopefully, to go on to streamers.
Sweet.
Cool.
Or, on demand. That's
for
huge,
her.
guys. That's a really big deal.
Yeah.
And
I want to see Lucy at the Oscars next year. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
how cool would that be?
Mm-hmm.
What if she got nominated?
Come
for
on.
an
It could be.
Oscar?
Could
You
be.
never know.
She could.
You never know.
That would
Pretty
be so
amazing.
cool. Oh my god, get out of here. That would be dope. And then, actually, like a week before the festival, because she mentions it in the interview, Renee O'Connor was on a Australian, like their morning show, like Good Morning Australia kind of thing. It's a really fun interview. It's like 7 minutes long. She's not promoting anything. She's not there to like really, sell anything.
Was she in Australia or this Zoom or what?
No, she was zoomed in. She was
Okay.
remote. Like there was like one of those Hollywood backdrop signs behind her. Like she was at Griffith Park. That's a weird picture. And no, they were just like, it's been however many years, like what, 23 years or something since Xena, and like, what was that like? And are you guys still friends? And what was,
Yeah.
you guys were gay, right? Like they asked all these questions. And Renee's like, pro. She's answering. She's like, yeah, well, we really thought the subtext should be real text, but we couldn't at the time because it was the 90s, blah, blah, blah. But we knew they loved each other. Like, great answers.
Yeah.
It's a really cool interview. If you just Google, like, Renee O'Connor Aussie Morning Show, you'll see it. And if you're a Renee fan, you should definitely watch it. Actually, Ozip has it. I think I saw it through Ozip, through Mary D's site. So go to Ozip on the internets.
Which is a great site. Who was our new friend? Was it Carrie?
Oh, yes.
That is
Wendy,
now
you were-
new to Xena.
You were in a blackout, but there while you were gone,
Yeah.
we read an email from Stacy. She's a
Stacy!
recent retiree celebrating her 60th birthday in 5 months. New to Xena. In January, she started watching the show. Since then, she's watched it 7 times.
Wow.
Right? So, yeah, go to Ozip.
We got to spell it out because that's not
Okay.
something you just. Okay. AUSX, like Xena, IP. Just
love
put
that
it in the search bar.
There's
It'll
the
pull up.
official website.
Now, that's not case sensitive, I don't think.
I don't think
So
it
you
is.
put that's like everything Xena. From
literally.
Almost when it was like basically on, right? To today.
If you scroll to the very bottom, you work your way up, you will be completely caught up on everything that's ever happened with Xena or Lucy or Renee in the last 25 or so years. Like, you're good. Yeah, that's a good rec, Tara.
Yeah.
That's a good call. But anyway, so the one kind of a cool question they asked, or interesting answer, was like, hey, was there ever talk of a spinoff for Gabrielle, for your character, Gabrielle? And she said, yes, there was talk of it. And it sounds like it could have happened if she wanted it to, but she wanted to focus on having a family. And because she was pregnant by the time that, I know she was pregnant at the first convention after the show ended. But was
Yeah, 'cause she was pregnant right when they
during-
were at the end when they were filming.
So she
the
was. So
finale.
yeah, like that's
Yeah.
kind of a,
I have a lot of questions about this proposed sequel, like
yeah.
or a spinoff. Is it going to be after Xena's dead? For a second there, I forgot. Oh, God, okay, no, they've finished it.
Yeah,
Stacey's
spoilers.
dead. Okay, 7 times.
Like, no.
Like, how's this? I don't know.
It would have
So,
been,
yeah,
I'm
Xena's just
guessing-
gone, and
Yeah, it's Gabrielle, traveling around.
Out and
doing
about.
doing her thing.
do you think if that would have worked out, that like eventually they like maybe if Lucy was interested, could have rectified their mistake a little bit and maybe
Maybe.
found a way to bring her back?
Maybe. Like
100%.
if the finale of that show, they could have
Yeah.
done it.
Yep.
And then they go off together.
So
I mean, didn't Rob say he planned to anyway? Then they just never got the opportunity.
Yeah, he did. He said that.
which you'll probably find out on I'll Zip if you go and look,
You will.
Stacy. So
Yeah,
check it out.
Stacey, you have so much. You have a lot of reading to do, Stacey. So
Yeah.
in between listening to our podcast, you should definitely go to Allzip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, big night last night. Actually, afternoon. Talking about the Oscars, of course. The 94th, I think, was it 96? 96.
Yeah,
They're
96.
getting
Wasn't that weird starting to watch the Oscars? It came on at 4 in the
Yeah.
afternoon. It felt very odd,
It was interesting.
but
I thought it was a very entertaining show.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy, you and I watched it all the way through, right? You started.
dude, I started it
live?
like right after I watched the freaking red carpet. Look, I had a day of zero productivity yesterday, and I watched every freaking minute of everything. I don't know why I was just, I don't know, one of those days. And
That's okay.
it was great. I
Yeah.
just thought, I started off the day. I talked to my Oscar friends. We talk every year on the Oscar day
Love it.
and catch up. We talk some movies, mainly catch up. So and at that point, I'm like, I'm ordering pizza and I'm planting myself in front of the Oscars all day long.
I love that.
I did. Yeah.
Good for you. And a lot of really great moments came out of last night. Some, not a lot of surprises as far as awards go. Oppenheimer took most of the big awards home. Do you want to talk about your highlights, Wendy, before we get it?
I had several. I thought, Tara, I know you're not a fan. Of course, of Jimmy Kimmel, but I thought he was decent. I mean, he had some jokes that were like, all right, get over it. The Robert Downey, oh, you've had some high moments and, whatever. Yes, he
get
did
it.
drugs. We know.
We got
Not
it.
tonight, dude. Not tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reopening my links because my computer shut down and took them all
Sure.
away from me. Not that I can't
did.
remember. Number one, there was a dog at the Oscars.
That's right. Messy.
From Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah.
And it clapped. he clapped. Of course, they had to film that separately. He was
It's
a
more
little worked up to do the live clapping, but that was hysterical when dogs like "Meow," the little paws, fake paws are in front, but it was adorable.
very cute.
So anytime you have a dog at the Oscars, then that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
I did like, they did I don't know if they've ever done this before, but they had the five past winners of each acting category come out and say a little something about one of the nominees.
Yeah.
Which was cool, which I agree. It was cool when the supporting actresses did it because somehow they were managed to have everyone introduce someone that they at least called a friend. Like they seemed to know the person that they were introducing and make it personal. The rest of them, they didn't always know the person, like for the other categories. So it was a little awkward. They'd say their prepared thing and then just stop. And the audience was like, oh, do we clap now? And then they'd be like, oh, I need to let them know we're done. It's like, so congratulations, Emma.
Oh, boy.
So it was hit and miss. Some other things, I like that they shouted out the Teamsters at the beginning.
It was nice.
And had them all come out on stage and say, hey, you stood with us. We're going to stand with you.
Yeah, it was great.
They're starting some negotiations. So that's coming up.
They're negotiating
right now
simultaneously with IATSE. They're going in together, which is good because the Teamsters.
Oh, I thought the Teamsters were IATSE. That's a whole nother thing.
They're separate,
Oh.
but
See,
they're
that's
very
what
powerful. So
What do the Teamsters do?
They're transportation. They do all the cars, trucks, all that kind of stuff.
See, I didn't know that.
I didn't
was
either.
trying to sound ignorant. I don't know how everything operates and how everything fits together. That's cool.
There you go. They're transport.
One of my favorite jokes or things about Jimmy Kimmel, he introduced Greta Gerwig and he was like, oh, she was not nominated, although a lot of people feel she should have been. And the audience started clapping. He's like, okay, no. Y'all are the ones that didn't vote for her. You can't be a part of this now. Y'all are the ones who didn't put her in here. So
That was great.
get on you. I did like that a lot. It's kind of interesting. John Cena was naked. And
I loved this bit. I thought it was really funny.
You know why? Because he sold it.
He's funny. I didn't know he was funny.
He looked amazing, by the way.
Have you seen Peacemaker, Kat?
No.
I've heard it's really good.
What's that?
Really good. It's funny. You like it. It's on HBO. On Max. Whatever.
Okay.
I saw behind the scenes of what he was wearing. They said apparently the standards and practices, or whoever the people that just
S&P.
regulate this, S&P said you can't show a bulge and you can't show a crack. Those were the rules for him being naked. So
Very
they had
strict.
this prosthetic looking thing that he wore, like underwear almost.
I haven't seen this. I want to see this.
Yeah.
And it said there, I think I saw it on Twitter, but it almost looked like if he had been shown it like a Ken doll, like a very nondescript
like just a
area down there.
mound.
And they velcroed
Yes, a
the
mound.
card. They velcroed the card to it, so in case he dropped it. Right.
Oh, that's
so he was
good.
protective if he did.
I
So
love
that's how they
that.
did that. And then of course, then the lights go out when they ran the clips, and so people came out and
Run
draped
out.
the stuff on him. But it was funny. It was a good bit.
He's got great timing, and the back and forth with him
yeah.
and Kimmel was really funny.
Yeah, he
It
was
was really good.
Made
I'm
me
impressed.
appreciate some John Cena.
I'm a John
Good.
Cena fan now.
Obviously, maybe the showstopper, not maybe, the showstopper was the freaking I'm Just Ken. The Kenergy of Ryan Gosling.
I can't stop watching it.
It was
I've
fantastic.
watched it 7 times.
I think one of my favorite parts is that Simu Liu and what's his name? Kingsley Ben-Adir. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. But from Barbie, two of the Barbies from Barbie, the Kens, two of the Kens.
Four
There
of
were
the Kens.
4 of them?
Yeah, his main bros were all there.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Well, that was perfect. I'm so glad. And I liked how he started in the audience. He was singing right to Barbie. He got Greta involved in America, and then he even stopped by Emma Stone. I mean, it was.
So I've read an article. I think it's in Variety. He basically he didn't choreograph, but he was like, okay, first I want to start in the audience. I'm going to be sitting behind Greta, and then I'm going to go up, and like he was like I wanted to, and I didn't catch this until today when people were talking about it. It was an homage to Marilyn Monroe's "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend."
I saw people posting stuff about that, but I didn't know if that was intentional.
The pink, 100%. And it was his idea. Pink stairs, the guys in their tuxes, very
Yeah,
similar.
the guys in the
He
tuxes
was
were almost
wearing
identical.
Pink was already a
wearing
thing
pink.
to begin with. That's why I'm like, well,
Yeah.
the whole thing was pink.
So good.
Yeah, it was
So good.
fantastic.
And I
I
watched the
think-
clip
I have
he
a
just
crush
makes
on
it.
him.
Oh yeah, and he's made it look effortless.
Yeah, he's so
It
good.
was strong but effortless. Yeah.
And he was like, he was kind of, a couple times he would just like, he was kind of like laughing, probably being like, this is ridiculous.
It wasn't ridiculous. It was fantastic.
so
it's
good.
Oscars. It's movies.
It was so good. And everyone was up and dancing. And he's like, yeah, I want you to put America and Greta and Margot in the front. Like they switched seats for this one thing. He's like, I want them involved. And then somebody in the back, like in the very back, posted a video. They just looked at just the back of them, but you could see Greta and Margot in America the whole time standing up going crazy. They were so excited for this. Like it was so much fun. It was like, it was probably the highlight of the entire night. It sounded like people just, he brought the house down and Slash showed up. What the fuck? It was so good.
It's crazy. It kind of felt like,
I loved it.
in addition to Billie Eilish winning for What Was I Made For, which I love so much. I'm so glad she won.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
But
song.
I thought that moment was kind of a perfect cap to the whole Barbie thing. Oppenheimer, it ended with them winning the Oscar, but darn it, that was a great ending for Barbie,
Absolutely.
wrapping up this whole thing. So
Agreed.
fantastic. A couple other highlights for me. I love Divine Joy Randolph's speech. I loved her. I watched The Holdovers the other night. I'm glad she
movie.
won.
Yeah,
she
she's great.
deserved it. She was understated but powerful. But I loved her in that movie.
She was perfect, and her speech was wonderful. As soon as as you already mentioned, Wendy, they had the supporting actress is always the first award of the
Don't
night.
they flip flop them sometime?
Oh, you're right. Sometimes it's support. One of the supporting.
One of the sporting. Yeah.
And as soon as I realized, like, oh yeah, it's the five previous winners are coming out, I got very emotional for some reason. It was an emotional day yesterday. And as soon as Davine walked on stage, and Paul Giamatti helping her up to stage, he was crying. I didn't stop crying. As soon as, from the beginning of Davine's acceptance speech to the very end of the whole Oscar ceremony, I didn't stop crying. Everything was just really hitting me hard, like emotionally. And yeah, Davine started it off. I was like, yeah, this is a very powerful moment, and
Very
she's
heartfelt.
awesome. And yeah, I'm thrilled for her. And yeah, I think we might be seeing her up there again soon, sometime.
Yeah, very possible. She was my favorite speech. Of course, I love my Robert Downey Jr. I mean, it was an obvious thing. Like, but part of me, I'm like, they really clapped loud for Mark Ruffalo. I don't know, but of course, it was always going to be Robert Downey Jr. I was so happy that he won. Kate McKinnon and America Ferrera presented together. I was like, I don't want them to be dating now. They're adorable.
Yeah.
Good
They're pretty
chemistry.
Kate
couple.
McKinnon doesn't have to try, and she'll make me laugh at everything. And she was funny. And freaking, Steven Spielberg was playing along. It was awesome.
That was a good bit. That was a very funny bit.
By the way, the guy with the tequila, was it tequila? He was like handing out. He was like, I guess somebody that does stuff with Jimmy Kimmel, whatever. I was like, okay, it's kind of funny, whatever.
Guillermo.
But then when he's like, oh, my wife, Charlize Theron, and her reaction made it worth it. It was like, he was like, what?
Yeah, there are a lot of good bits with the audience.
Yeah.
I also like the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dan DeVito, Michael Keaton moment. That was very funny. They were pissed that Batman was there because they've both been killed by Batman. That's very good. Yeah, you're hitting all my favorite ones too. John Cena. I honestly, I cannot stop watching the I Am Ken.
I feel like it was one of those nights that just kind of worked, and maybe it was the Barbieheimer of it. I was surprised early on. Poor Things was winning a lot before Oppenheimer got into it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, is this gonna be some weird Poor Things upset? But no.
I mean, have you either?
I've seen the first 40 minutes. I started watching it last night. I was just curious of what it was like. And have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. Are you going to continue watching it?
Of Poor Things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It went places I didn't expect. Like,
That is a good way to put it. It is a very strange.
I like the strange tone. But the vegetables on the table and things happen, and I didn't know that was going to be a part of it. But
yeah,
I
it's it's beautifully shot. It honestly, Leah and I watched it at home. It took us about 20 to 30 minutes to be like to get over the fact of like this is really weird. This is weird.
see,
Like you have to just like get
the
over
weirdness
that.
grabbed me immediately. Like I like that. I was like, this is really weird. I didn't expect it to be that weird, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So
It's great. And
yeah.
Mark Ruffalo is hilarious. It's just it's not a typical movie. So you have to like just enjoy it for what it is. And
Is it a comedy?
sort of. I mean,
Okay.
she won for comedy in at the Golden Globes. Emma Stone got best comedic. I mean, it's I think it's listed as like a black comedy.
Okay.
There are some funny
Definitely
moments.
Darkish black
And there's
comedy
some
type
like
of thing.
there's even some like sci-fi stuff. Like it's a very interesting movie. Emma Stone 100% deserved that award.
So I was gonna ask, have you seen Killers of the Flower Moon?
I have.
And you thought Emma totally.
Yes. And I
You know-
loved Lily Gladstone's performance, and she's going to be back. She's going to be, I bet you she wins an Oscar someday soon. There's no way that you can compare what Emma Stone had to do in that movie to what Lily did. And it's not Lily's fault because I actually looked it up. Lily Gladstone is in 56, screen time, 56 minutes of Flowers. Leo, her co-star, has an hour and 49 minutes of screen time.
Oh, wow.
The total running time of that movie is 3 hours and 29 minutes.
Wow.
So to say that they are both the leading, it's you can't
Right.
really. I think and this is an argument I saw. She probably should have been put up for Best Supporting Actress
Right.
because she wasn't really a lead, but it's because it's just the way that the script was written.
Yeah.
Her character is unfortunately kind of bedridden for most of the movie. It's a very kind of subtle and reserved performance because that's what the character was. And she killed it. Like her eyes are very expressive and she does a lot with the character, but she probably should have been put into the Best Supporting Actress category and she probably would have won, unfortunately, for Devon. But she didn't. And Devon won and Lily didn't. But
she could. I mean, she won a lot. She won a
a ton. She won a Golden
other
Globe.
awards.
Yeah, no, I think she won a SAG.
I think. Yeah, she won SAG.
She won.
So
Her and Emma were both getting a lot. Like they were both cleaning it up, and people were surprised that Emma won. I'm not surprised at
here's
all.
the thing: I hadn't seen either one yet.
Okay.
But I started getting this feeling, like I always say, sometimes with an actress like her, not known, it's like you should be happy to be here. And I feel like the Academy loves Emma. She's won before. She seems to have this personality. She wins people over. I drove around the neighborhood Friday. I was driving around doing errands. I saw 2 Emma Stone Best Actress promotional billboards up.
Wow.
So I'm like, they're really trying hard. And I just thought, you know what? It's like, hey, we like you. But when it comes down, this is the Oscars, baby. We're going to Emma. And just watching the first 40 minutes of Poor Things, I'm like, oh, yeah. I completely see why and how she won. And deservedly so.
She is that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. I think she definitely should have won it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all, and I'm glad that she won, and I'm glad that now. But Lily Gladstone is a household name, and I've already seen promotions for stuff that she has coming out. So this is really good for her, and it looks like her and Emma became very close, and like Emma acknowledged her in her speech and said like, I hope we get to do this together, more of this together. So that was great, and also. Forgot to mention the Oscars opened with a performance by the Osage Singers, a song called "A Song for My People," which was
one of the nominated songs, right?
Was
Yeah,
it?
it was.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was awesome and powerful, and that was great too. Like I don't know, I think Lily's career is going to kind of take off from here, but I think it would have been a really big upset if Emma didn't win that award. I really do. She deserved it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, even Gold Globes, they both won, so it
Yeah,
was neck and neck
exactly.
the whole way. And yeah, I was glad to see Emma win just because of that, because I felt like she probably did deserve it. The one part I didn't really care for,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way they did the in memoriam. Stop putting, stop trying to jack with it. Just have some music,
Yeah.
put up some nice, tasteful clips and or full screens. I don't care if I see 20 people that I have no idea who they are that were executives. Give them their moment.
Yeah, that's the
Don't
point.
shove them
Yeah.
in the back behind dancers and put them in these little columns real fast. And
It
then
was weird.
at the end, a circle with like 100 names in it that no one can even read.
No.
Look, if you need to leave some people out, and then do the thing, go to I don't know. Someone always gets left out, but it's just, they're trying to make it like, wow, are people bored? We got to make this entertaining with dance. There was never a close up of the actual names of the people. It was always behind the
Yeah.
dancers and the singers and buried. And no, I've not read anyone that thought that was a good idea.
Agreed. Yeah.
Just
No, they
give them
missed
their
the
due.
mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's so much more powerful if it's just you're looking at these names on full screen on the screen and hearing a song. And we don't
Yeah.
need to see who's singing it or who's
Right.
playing
And I
it.
don't even mind occasionally dipping out, but make it the focus the people that passed.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
I
not-
don't want to see it on a screen behind someone doing something on stage.
Yeah.
Like I just cut away from them to the full screen, like you said. Like
I kept
Totally.
waiting for them to
Yeah,
take
it's
it
not
full,
good.
and I don't think they ever did.
No. It was a miss. It was definitely a miss.
That was a mess. I didn't know where to look. I'm like, no, now they're in columns. Oh, now there's this. Oh, then they went back to this screen, and it was just that was the one thing that I just thought, quit. If this is and they didn't. It wasn't very long, I don't think. And they did that little for more names. Go to our website.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be doing that.
I don't. It feels like there weren't that many like huge like the last person is usually the biggest. You start and end. Michael Gambon started it,
Right.
and then Tina Turner ended it. Which she was in some movies, but she's known for other things, obviously. And Matthew Perry, Andre Brower was someone I was like, oh god, yeah, forgot. He
I know.
passed.
I always forget. I had forgotten that Tina Turner died. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, but you had to look behind the dancers to see it. But yeah, she was on there.
Yeah.
So don't do that again, Oscars.
So another thing that I didn't like that they did was for the best song, not score, but best song, and also for best picture, they didn't recap because of throughout the night, like, we see the performances of the song and then we see these little montages from the movie. They didn't recap and say, okay, our nominees are, and especially with Pacino comes
Lord.
out to do the last award. He comes
Have you watched
out,
that, Tara?
I heard about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit.
and he just he makes a couple of little comments and he's like, well, I'm here to, announce Best Oscar. And he just opens the fucking envelope. And so I've read again, he put out a statement because it looked like it was a mistake. It was like, oh no, this old man.
People were saying it was, I think.
Well, so he put out a statement. It said, basically, I was told, there was no recap on the screen. The producers, because they had been featuring each movie throughout the night, decided not to have me rehash them. And I was out there to read the name, and that's it. So it sounds like if that's true, it was a producer's decision to be like, well, there's 1,500 names, and let's just get to it. We're running late. They're always running late.
But they
It's
weren't
like,
even running
no,
late
no,
this
no.
time.
Just say the movies again. We're here for this. This is the biggest award of the night. Just remind us of the movies.
Right.
Because it looked like it looked like he fucked up. And it
Well,
was
here's the thing. I mean,
anticlimactic.
it did look like it because I don't know if he's just old or drunk, but he was not
I
good
think he's just an
regardless.
old eccentric guy.
Well, here's the thing. At first, because I read that, and I'm like, okay, I can see the producers. Here's my did they decide this early, already? Because you're right, they showed them all through the thing, which I get. Did they decide this well ahead of time, or was it like, oh my God, Al Pacino's just not right? We can't have that man try to go out there and read every name of every movie. So did they audible and just read the winner, Al? Because he could barely read the winner. But the fact that they didn't do the 5 nominated songs makes me think, okay, well, they already made that decision with the song. So maybe they
Right.
did make that decision early on not to read all the names.
Maybe. I mean, but if it is that the first one you're saying is that, oh, he's not capable of doing this, they normally pre-record that voiceover, you know? Like
they could have easily
could've
just
been
said,
like-
let's one more look at our top. No, they should have
and then
done
cut
that.
to like just the title cards, like, you know, Oppenheimer.
Bam, bam, bam.
And
Yeah,
then
just
it
up,
felt like
up and away. Yeah.
it could have, I don't know. It seemed like a mistake, and it was such a like the air being let out of the balloon, like, like
I think it
not
would have
as
helped if
exciting.
you'd had someone a little more together who could say, you know, we've seen the wonderful films, blah, 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 that we've seen all night. It's time to announce the Oscar. The Oscar goes to, instead he was like, oh, well, my eyes see Oppenheimer. He was just so sloppy and weird the way
I've
he
seen
did it.
him
That
do
didn't help.
a couple things now that he has just been all over the place. So just why?
He
Why?
looked disheveled? Yeah. Why do you
He
get
was
him?
he's not the guy. And then there was a
No.
delayed reaction. People weren't sure if if it was
Well,
actually
after La La
Oppenheimer.
Land fiasco,
I
you're
know.
like, is it?
I know.
Because it's happened before.
So there was a pause, and then people started freaking out for Oppenheimer. But
if I was Oppenheimer people, I'd be like, are you sure? Because this guy doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing.
Can we get a spell check, somebody?
bring John Cena back out. Let's go.
Let him announce a lot of things. Or, hey, bring Chris Hemsworth back or Charlize, any of them. Bring Messi the dog. He would have done better than Al Pacino. Or the guy with the tequila. Any of them. But, yeah, that
no,
was...
not the guy with the tequila.
He would have done better than Al Pacino.
What's his name? Is it John
That was funny.
John Mulaney? John Mulaney?
Yeah, Mulaney.
They're saying he should do it. Like he
was pretty funny.
He was great. I thought that was perfect. I think he did a good job. So yeah, maybe he'll be back next year. Who knows?
But yeah, it was a good show. Except that, remember, somebody was talking about the other horrible end, the year that they really thought Chadwick Boseman was gonna win, and I was reading they had a camera on his wife, and they were like, he's gonna win. We're gonna make Best Actor last, and it was like, and the winner is Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins couldn't be here tonight, so that's it. Good night. And it was like, oh my God, they put all their money on Chadwick Boseman winning, and he didn't. And Anthony Hopkins wasn't even there.
So bad.
So it wasn't that as bad as that. Well, probably the worst had to have been when they announced La La Land, and then they're like, no, wait. I mean,
that will
far beyond. That is,
you can't
by
top
far,
that.
That was Warren Beatty, right?
Horrible.
No,
and Faye Dunaway.
Reddit.
Steve Harvey.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wait,
who?
What did
Steve
Warren
Harvey?
Beatty have to do with it? No, Steve Harvey.
What are you talking
He messed something else up.
I thought he read.
No, I think that was a different show.
What did he do?
He did something, but I remember that.
Wasn't it Faye Dunaway?
What are you talking about, Faye Dunaway?
It was. It was. Well, Warren. They may have been there together, but it was. Yeah, Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway.
That did
I
the
feel
La La
like
Land?
what's. Yeah, they're the ones. No, wait.
Hold on.
Who's the guy you were talking about, Tara?
Steve Harvey.
I think he announced the wrong pageant winner.
Yes, very similar.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah, it was not.
Miss
Steve
Universe.
Harvey would not be announcing the best
No.
picture at the Oscars.
Okay, you're right. He did
Wrong
crown the
Miss
wrong
Universe
Miss
name.
Universe. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. So yeah, it's Warren Beatty
and Faye.
it's Faye Dunaway.
Really? They messed that up?
But I think it was
100%.
the envelope. They got the wrong envelope, or something was
they
weird
were,
about it.
They were given the wrong envelope. It
Yeah.
wasn't their
Oh,
fault.
damn.
They took the heat for it.
And I think they even said, like, he looked at it, he was like,
Yeah.
something weird about it. Yeah, but
how,
that
but
was.
how do you
that
get the
was
wrong
bad.
envelope? There should
They
only be
handed-
one envelope that says Oscar
I
winner.
know.
So someone
Somebody-
printed the wrong envelope, the wrong
don't-
name.
I don't know. It's a
Yeah,
good
why don't you
question.
know this?
I'm sorry. Hold on. Google knows.
They don't have like 5 envelopes all with the same.
Oh,
all
you
the
know
winners
what?
listed, you know?
He accidentally, it says, Beatty takes the mic to. I opened the envelope and it said Emma Stone, La La Land. That's why I took such a long look at Faye. I wasn't trying to be funny. Like, they gave him the best actress, but it said La La Land, so he just, I guess, read it.
I would have said, Warren, you got to say something, buddy.
What are you
Hey,
going to say?
guys.
Like, this, is this right? Is this right?
Oh,
What do
wait.
you don't want to be that asshole.
So
Well-
eventually he seems to stall, slowly stating, it says, and the Academy Award for Best Picture. Then he stops. The audience thinks he's joking. He shows the card to Dunaway, who had just muttered, "You're impossible," and takes the card and says, La La Land.
She thinks he's doing a bit.
And then they rushed out and he's like,
Oh.
guys, I'm sorry, it's a mistake. Moonlight, you won. They just gave him the right thing. And then it says
So
he
bad.
pulls the right envelope out of Beatty's hand. Like they gave him 2 envelopes. I don't know,
That's
but it was a
so-
disaster.
What?
So fucked. Yeah, somebody got fired.
Oh my
That's a
god.
big mistake.
And it said 2.5 minutes passed
Oh,
between.
Oh, so like I can't remember. Did the cast of La La Land
Yeah.
like get up, go went
I
up
think
there?
they
Right?
got
I
up
think they did.
there.
Yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
And I think they did something
wow.
awkward, like, "Oh, it's Moonlight." Like we're like, "Come up here." Like had to be like,
And they were like,
really
"What is
graciously
happening?"
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was Kimmel too. It was Kimmel doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had to come up and say, "This is the wrong. There's been a mistake."
Oh my god.
God, that's mortifying. That
It
hurts.
says said
So
each of
weird.
the- there are always 2 versions of the winning card, one to be presented, the other is backup, and they gave Beatty the extra best
Emma,
actress
the
envelope.
backup Emma.
The backup Emma.
No.
What?
Fuck, that sucks.
Wow.
It
Well,
wasn't Warren's fault.
so it wasn't Al Pacino. At least that didn't happen. At least the right name was announced.
Yeah.
But
Oh God, it hurts.
all in
That
all,
hurts.
it's a good show this year. I think Barbieheimer really helped. I read it had the most ratings, like 19.5 million or something, the most in the last 4 years.
It's pretty good.
So I mean, it was declining every year, and everyone's like, no one cares anymore. But now, hey, thanks Barbieheimer, you brought it back. You
Yeah.
had Downey, you had Margot, you had
And you know,
Ken. Who else?
he has a name, Wendy. It's Ryan Gosling.
It's Ken.
and he is fantastic.
He is. He is great.
He was Canadian.
Oh.
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 There you go.
Wow.
You know who else is in Canada? Those folks in
Oh.
Purgatory.
Heyo.
Let's go.
We go
Let's go
take
visit.
a trip. Go visit them.
Let's do it.
She Nerds Out presents live from Purgatory.
And we're here.
Oh.
We were listening to the Barbie soundtrack on the way over.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm just Tubi.
I think we
How
have the
that
name
one
of our
goes.
episode.
yes, we do. Yes, we do be. So, Tim, as always, Tim is really good about posting stuff. He's kind of prolific. He posted a picture of Emily and I think that's Josh from Tubi.
I think it was tagged.
Was he? Okay.
I think. Oh,
Because I don't
yes.
have that. It's Josh.
Yeah.
And Mal and Emily. It was probably looks like maybe they've done filming. Tim doesn't have his mustache, so it's probably post maybe the rap party or something.
Oh, it's over. No.
I know. I mean, that's a guess. I don't know. I think they're done, but I think they're done. And then he also posted a picture of like a big crew shot with a bunch of people in warm weather gear. I think I see Kat in there, and they're all outside. They look cold but happy.
It was pretty cold up there, wasn't it?
It was like dangerously cold.
yeah,
it
I think,
was-
well, that leads us to Emily's post where she's in a big jacket and she basically says, even though it's negative 30 degrees, some things are worth it. So that's pretty freaking cold.
It's really cold, and yeah, like dangerous. That's you can't mess around with that kind of temperature.
What else we got?
We got
Melanie. Had a baby. This caused some stir.
It did, but it's not a thing.
Okay, so it's just
Funny
somebody's
for a
baby.
second.
Well, listen, I mean, I don't know, but I'm guessing if it was a scripted baby, that Emily wouldn't want Mel taking
True.
pictures with it and putting it on Instagram. That's just my guess.
Okay.
Probably crew baby. Maybe it was like bring your baby to work day or something. We don't
Maybe.
know. But it's a cute baby, and Mel looks really happy to be holding it.
Okay.
And they could be maybe like, I was going to say that shorties, but it doesn't look like shorties. There's like a coat closet behind her, so I don't know. Could be anywhere.
What about Dom? Do we get anything good from Dom this week?
We actually did. Waverly's home, a really cute picture that Dom posted from the homestead. And we see the red Jeep Although
Mhm.
it doesn't look like Waverly's original Jeep, but that's okay. So that's very nice.
Yep.
Um,
And then Paolo posted. It was a cool picture of Doc and Wynonna. It was like illustrated or not, or I couldn't tell. Like
it looked like it was like,
a
you know,
moody shot of some
he
kind.
manipulated it.
Yeah.
You know?
Manipulated. That's a good way to put it.
But it is really cool. It looks like Wynonna has Peacemaker on her side, which is cool.
And then Kat. We're just flipping through here.
Yeah, we are.
We got Nicole's trailer, a login screen at Nicole's office computer,
Yeah, which is fun.
and also on an unrelated Earp note, Kat is nominated for a CSA award.
She is. How
Canadian
cool is
Screen
that?
Actors Best Lead Performer in a TV Movie. Not for Earp this time.
Oh,
No.
yet.
Yeah. So congrats.
Congrats to Kat, and yeah, we'll be watching. We'll see if she. I forget the movie that she's nominated for.
Oh, I took a picture of it.
Yeah, I don't have it on my phone.
It was Making Sense of Love.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I've seen that. I saw that. Very cute. So that would be great. Pulling for Kat.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, I think they're done shooting. So I don't know if we're gonna be getting any more photos for a while.
What are we going to talk about every week?
I don't know.
You need to find something.
Content, info.
Just general Tubi content.
Yeah,
Ramping up.
yeah, we can
Maybe we
just
find
like
something else to watch on Tubi in the meantime.
scroll
Yeah,
through,
yeah,
Like,
well-
oh, okay, today.
Get,
they
put the
have-
nevers on.
All right, everybody go. Well, we want to make sure Tubi gets all the credit when Wynonna comes out. Not
Yeah.
there's just like a mad rush of accounts being created and all that. But, we
Yeah.
can still appreciate Tubi
Oh, for sure.
and like go check out the content. See what else we can watch.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Plenty. There's plenty. There's some Medea movies, Tara. I know you like the Medea movies.
I do. I love them. I
They
really
got
do.
some NCIS on there.
Spartacus.
Forensic Files. Columbo.
Forensic Files, you say? I
Yeah.
love Forensic Files.
There you
There
go.
you go.
That's one of those that just they keep playing and then the next one starts immediately and you're like, God damn it, I gotta see how this one goes now.
They suck you right in.
Yeah. And-
Let's see.
I get really freaked out when I'm alone. And I'm
Oh.
like, oh my God. All the ways someone could get me.
Well, they got the whole Friday franchise. They got Friday, they got next Friday, and they got Friday after next. So you
Nice.
get caught up on all
That's
your
a whole-
Fridays.
Weekend of entertainment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey,
But
the
I'm a
classic Kate
Go ahead.
McKinnon, Spy Who Dumped Me.
Oh,
Great.
wow.
Mila Kunis.
But I'm a cheerleader. Gay
Ooh,
classic.
that's a good one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a cute one. They got some Dog the Bounty Hunter.
La Bamba. We're trying to help you, Tubi. We're trying to get the word out for some of your
They-
other content.
They have a little bit of everything. They have, I should
Yeah.
say, no, they have a lot of everything. They got action movies, they got dramas, they got comedies, they got docu-series. Like, this is, there's no way you're not going to find something that you want to
Right.
watch on Tubi.
Exactly.
Mm, all right.
Check them out. Go Tubi.
Cuddle up, watch some Forensic Files, and see all the ways you can be murdered.
And then go to sleep.
And then go to
Yeah,
sleep.
and then go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Good night, Tubi.
Good night, Tubi. Oh, you know what? When I was on my birthday trip, we went to this like really cool toy store in Ojai.
What kind of
And they
toys?
had children's toys, Cat.
Ah, good.
What I'm getting to
Of course.
was they had a whole wall of the Good Night, essentially like Good Night Moon books.
Oh.
So if they had made a Good Night Tubi book, that would be should suggest it to that brand, whoever is
Okay.
writing those books. Good Night Tubi.
Good night, Tubi.
Yeah. Good Night Forensic Files. Good night, La Bamba.
Good night, Friday.
Good night, Friday, and next Friday, and Friday after next. Good night, Tubi. I've never written a children's book, but I guess I just did.
I think you just did.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All
Better
right.
than any AI could write.
Yeah, I feel confident in that. Oh. Is that it for this week?
I think that's it. We should end it before Wendy has another blackout.
Yeah, I don't want to black out again. That was scary.
Well, you were just gone.
Did I just go?
You
Yeah.
kind of froze, and I just thought you were being really quiet. Wow, I was like, oh,
No.
okay. And then,
And you were
bloop,
gone.
then you're gone.
Oh,
Well,
So-
sorry about that.
that's not your fault.
No, I don't know what happened. Mystery. But, well, we're on the Twitter. We're still on the Twitter. At Snot Podcast with 1D. By the way, it has its problems. X, Twitter, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's still fun during like the Oscar broadcast. I mean, just to check in, see what's happening. What's the pulse of the crazy community of Twitter people?
Mm-hmm.
So, still enjoying it at times. And then someone says something stupid, and then I'm out.
And then you can go to Facebook, which is not much better, or Instagram at She Nerds Out Podcast.
You can send us an email at shenerdsout@gmail.com. Go to our website, shenerdsout.com, for all your snopping needs, or send us some actual to goodness mail at Snop. That's SNOP, P.O. Box 6732, Burbank, California, 91510.
Or go to
right.
the Snop Discord.
Or go to the Snop Discord.
I'm not going to
Tara,
repeat
do
the
you
link.
wanna-
Just
Oh,
go to
okay.
the beginning of the thing again.
We're also going to tweet it out. We'll
Or
tweet it out.
Reddit.
Yeah.
that
I don't know where it is either.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to run that down. But we'll tweet out the Snopcord this week. And again, mission Cynthia. Thank you guys and good luck. Good luck with the influx, and it'll be good. We'll pop in every now and then, right? Right, guys?
Yes. Yes.
I will certainly
Yeah.
try. There's so many outlets now, but I will try. My very best.
It's gonna be great.
You know
I
what
think.
Yoda says? There is
is-
no try. Do or do not.
Very good. Very good.
There's no try.
Well, wherever we are, we'll be back here next week doing this all again. And until next time, America and the world, she nerds out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy